give some team grades for the 2023 season, and this will be the Pac-12. Let's first talk about Arizona State. Last year they came off a record with 3-9, and as we can see, they repeated the same thing this year. I think a lot of people thought Rashada was going to be the answer for Arizona State, and he maybe wasn't terrible, but he definitely wasn't the answer. Their season this year was a bit up and down, which is kind of surprising, but it started at the lowest of lows, losing to Oklahoma State, then getting blown out by Fresno State, not even putting up a point, then even losing to Cal. But then they flipped it around, had a one-score loss to Washington, beat Washington State, and also beat UCLA. But I don't think Arizona State fans wanted the same record as last year, so I gave them a D-. Next, we got Stanford. This team was in the same boat as Arizona State, as they went 3-9 last year, and once again 3-9. One of the low points in this team is they lost to an FCS school early on. But they did have a super exciting game and got a statement win against Colorado in overtime. Honestly, I think most of us weren't expecting anything out of Stanford this year, so going 3-9 is a kind of about what I expected. So that's why I gave them a C-. Nextly, we got Cal. And honestly, I was pretty wrong about them this year. I thought they were going to look very lifeless in a lot of games and have a record of only like 4 wins. But they lost the games they should have lost and won the games they could have won. Plus, only losing to USC by 1 point was a very good loss for them. Overall, I think Cal fans are super happy and excited for next year, so I gave them a B+. Next, we got the Washington State Cougars. This team was something I can't even put in words. After beating Wisconsin and then beating Oregon State, I was unbelievably so high on this team. And then they absolutely just fell off a cliff. This offense was so electric, but the defense was so suspect. I really don't think that record shows how good that team actually was, as in most conferences, they would have been a bowl eligible team. So you could have maybe gave them a D, but I gave them just a C-.